But you can help keep your immune system from going viral and help protect it from the COVID-19 virus by getting the vaccine. The world has enough going viral these days. Talk to your healthcare provider.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, increasing complaints about UP mail service. Tonight, the union president in Kingsford shares new details after the U.S. Postmaster General agrees to pause the transfer of mail operations to Green Bay. Plus, Governor Whitmer announces a new program to support large-scale green energy projects in Michigan. Details on day 2 of the Michigan Healthy Climate Conference in Lansing. And a somber walk in Menominee County honoring Indigenous lives lost to violence. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
A beautiful Friday in the UP. Air, what's ahead for us tonight and this weekend?
Well, at the moment, we're looking at maybe some scattered showers this evening, especially over the Keweenaw. But taking a look at this weekend, friends, those thunderstorms, they really love it here. We've got chances for that tonight. Most likely, though, on our Saturday afternoon and evening. I'll time that out for you after the break. We could see some hail. Those winds could get a little bit gusty. And of course, with that rain activity during those possible stronger storms, you could see a lot more rain accumulation, and then that fire weather could be back on Saturday, more likely though on our Sunday. Right now in downtown Marquette or over the lake, it's about 66.
Thanks, Air. Developing now after the U.S. Postmaster General agreed last week to pause the transfer of the UP's mail sorting center in Kingsford to Green Bay. The local union president says she's still hearing complaints about the UP's mail service. The union president says the UP is one of only 2 U.S. plants experiencing this pause, while around 60 others still face consolidations or staff reductions. Dickinson County has a petition demanding the Postal Board of Governors to halt the Delivering for America plan. The union president says local complaints about mail service are increasing.
Everything on hold is moving the mail permanently to be canceled in Green Bay. We still lost our afternoon truck runs, which is what we need back so that we can make our mail back to the same day standard that we had, which was overnight.
She says to watch for mail delays and file online complaints to ensure that they're documented. She's also urging people to contact legislators and local governments to get involved. We'll have links to more information at WZMQ19.com. A new partnership between state offices will open up funding applications for large-scale clean energy technology projects. Governor Whitmer announced the program from the Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy and Michigan's Economic Development Corporation at the Michigan Climate Conference today. Leaders from communities around the state also discussed progress in creating their own climate action plans, which help local and tribal governments apply for similar federal and state funding for climate-related projects.
I think it's very important for people to know that there's tribal communities out there. Tribal communities are also very concerned about the climate crisis, and that we are also working to do our part to try to limit our impact.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll have more from leaders with the Bay Mills Indian community about progress on their individual climate plan. May is Missing and Murdered Indigenous People Awareness Month. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons shows us how one UP community honored the memories of loved ones who haven't returned home.
Hannahville Indian community members gathered at the Heritage Center for the 2nd annual Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives Walk.
Historically, Native peoples have been targeted. Women bring balance to all things, and a culture slowly dwindles down when the women and the children are targeted.
The 1 mile walk was a vibrant display of awareness and honor, with nearly everyone wearing something red.
It's the color that those that have passed on can see the best. The idea is to kind of guide them home and just remember them.
And many walked in memory of a loved one.
My Auntie Kathleen, she went missing in the early 2000s.
I'm walking for Loretta Wandasiga, who was my cousin who was killed on our reservation. My mother, back in 1977, it was a double murder-suicide. On my dad's side, there was also another double murder-suicide.
I'm walking for my sister Lila today. She was hit by a drunk driver.
They say they're advocating for the justice many victims never receive.
It's not in our tribal code. The driver was only charged with reckless driving and open intox, and she'll be out in June, and we feel that because she took my sister's life, she should serve more time.
According to Hannahville Victim Services, it's an issue impacting Indigenous communities everywhere.
When people go missing, they're not sure, whose jurisdiction it is, or they are misclassified as Asian or not Native American. So when a crime like this happens, it's almost pushed to the side because they're not sure how to handle it.
As communities call for change, they continue to carry their loved ones' memories and hopes of a better future. Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Hannahville.
This coming Monday, Lily Simmons sits down with a relative of one of the victims mentioned in today's story and will discuss the struggles they say tribal communities face pursuing justice for their loved ones. Today, the Upper Peninsula Association of County Commissioners Conference wrapped up in Harris. County commissioners from across the UP meet twice a year to discuss issues that are important to their constituents and to hear about the latest legislation from speakers like State Senator Ed McBroom and State Representative Jen Hill. Major topics included the future of UP railroads, countywide recycling plans, and cybersecurity.
County has some of the same problems. Some of the counties have a little different problems depending where you're at. And we're a huge area up here. We don't always get to see each other that often. So this is a chance for all of us to get together, work through problems and issues that benefit our community.
The three winners of the Delta County recall election were invited to attend as commissioners-elect, despite the Board of Canvassers' failure to certify the election results. That board is meeting again this evening for a final vote. We'll have their decision tonight at 11:10 Central. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, Iron Mountain seniors continue a time-honored tradition, their graduation walkthrough for elementary students. And later, more track and field Division III regional highlights from Dickinson County today. We're back in 2 minutes.
John's Auto is still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle. Our standards are still the highest. We have the cleanest hand-picked inventory around. That's what we're known for.
John's has built a legacy over the years, if you will, and for us to be able to jump into the service industry, the detailing industry, we provide quality service, timely, reliable, trustworthy, just like John's has for years in car sales.
Come on down to John's Auto and see what we're all about. Sales, service, and detailing.
Tony's Green Thumb in Bark River is open for business. Tony's is your one-stop shop for all your garden and flower needs. Known for a huge variety of big, beautiful baskets, gorgeous planters, and over 600 varieties of vegetables and flowers to choose from. Open daily, come see why people travel over 100 miles to Tony's Green Thumb. Tony's Green Thumb, where beautiful gardens begin.
To catch him, they'll use every trick in the book.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases. The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
He's a mind reader.
On WZMQ CBS, tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Mr. Mattress here. I bought truckloads of Serta factory closeout mattresses, all 50 to 60% off. In our clearance center, we have stacks and stacks that we have to clear out. They're all one-of-a-kind premium queens, firms, plushes, pillow tops, and flippable models, and they start at just $249. They're all 50 to 60% off, like this 14-inch thick luxury pillow top mattress is regularly $9.99, now just $3.99. You always get the lowest price for Mr. Mattress. Shop Shunks and Marquette today.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with Air Stasic.
Ooh, get out and enjoy that sunshine and these lovely temperatures. Look at that Iron Mountain, about 75, I almost said miles an hour, no, degrees. The wind is fairly calm. We could see that kick up though over the course of the weekend, especially on our Saturday. Looking at our temperatures tonight though, will be mostly in that 40 to 50 degree range, maybe some of us closer to 60, but overall, pretty decent conditions for this evening with some clouds and then possible rain showers and thunderstorms, but that activity is more likely on our Saturday. Let's check in here. In the morning, we'll start with a little bit of sunshine for the central locations, and then that precipitation party gets underway around 5 p.m. starting over on the west half of the UP. Look at that, maybe even hitting Eagle Harbor with some intense storms possible. And if you do happen to be in those areas where there is those chances of thunderstorms, you can expect, again, breezy conditions as well as the possibility of hail. Now, Sunday looks totally different. We'll start with mostly sunny skies for the majority of the day and then a cloudy evening. And even though we've got sunshine and warmer temperatures, there is that risk of fire weather. So fire danger tonight is very minimal, although Ironwood is bumped up to about 3, which is close to the mid-range of risky business as far as that's concerned. But check it out on our Saturday afternoon, even with that rain expected to come in, Ironwood, Houghton, and Iron Mountain could be bumped up to about 4 or 3, which is close to that mid-risk potential, just something to be aware of. And then on our Sunday, it's looking a lot more possible with those light breezes and dry conditions. Tomorrow, though, we've got a very high UV index, so that burn risk is quicker than normal with that UV index about 8. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking breaks in the shade. I know we all love to get out and we love this sunshine. Make sure you're putting on that sunscreen as well. We've got the Big Bay Relay on Saturday, starting here in Marquette at Kauffman Field and then heading up to Draver Park in Big Bay. Looks like you will have a lot of sunshine, but some breezes up to about 20-25 miles an hour. Again, make sure you're protecting your face wearing those sunglasses. It's going to be a little bit brisk in the morning. Well, brisk for me would be about 58 degrees and then close to 76 in the afternoon up there in Big Bay around 2 p.m. Also on Saturday, man, we got a busy weekend. I'm loving it. We've got the downtown farmers market here in Marquette at the Commons. At the moment, we'll see temperatures around 61 when things kick off. I'm hoping to head down there with Mr. First Warning weather. Sunshine expected and again, breezy conditions. We're getting close to around 76 though by the time things wrap up. Our Saturday forecast, look at that, some possible 83 degrees down south here, and then again those chances of rain and thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Thanks, Air. A graduating class in Dickinson County celebrated a custom Iron Mountain Public Schools has honored annually for over a decade. On the last day of school, Iron Mountain High School's class of 2024 donned their caps and gowns for a special walkthrough at North Elementary School. The athletes gave fist bumps to their young admirers as the class walked the halls, and the class president called it a bittersweet tradition that they have eagerly awaited. All right, we don't have this video apparently tonight. The commencement for Iron Mountain High School is in 1 week. Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. We're learning more about the benefits of keeping your lawn unmowed for just the next few weeks. Our conversation with the MSU Extension Office is just 2 minutes away.
May is Maytag Month at Kirkish Furniture. Upgrade to performance and save up to 30% on kitchen and laundry models. Buy 3 appliances and get a $200 rebate on kitchen, laundry, or mix and match. May is Maytag Month at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
My favorite singer is you.
A kid so cute, I can't handle it.
I love you, I do.
That was so good! Plus, Bachelor Nation fan faves, Hyla Cameron.
They are the best fan base there is. I mean, second to you guys, of course.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Monday at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Tonight, after violent storms in Texas, a tornado threat spreads across the South. Then, how severe weather could be putting a protected species at risk of starvation. And after back-to-back tragedies, a young man gets a second chance to follow his dreams on the CBS Evening News.
25 years of fun, and you're invited.
It's the silver anniversary of the Downtown Marquette Farmers Market. Come celebrate with us every Saturday morning at the Marquette Commons. From 9 to 1, you'll find a wide variety of local foods, produce, art, and so much more. Plus, the Wednesday night Farmers Market on the 100 block of West Washington Street is back from 5 to 8. For more information, visit mqtfarmersmarket.com. The Farmers Market is presented by the Marquette TDA and sponsored by Flagstar Bank and WZMQ 19.
Companies needing workers, workers needing jobs, Manpower Employment Service, we've got your problem solved.
Are you struggling to find the right employees for your business? Look no further than Manpower. Our hiring services provide top quality candidates that meet your specific needs. With Manpower, you can rest easy knowing you have the right people on your team. Contact us today to get started.
Working together, Manpower.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
If you're seeing a lot of long lawns right now, it's not just because the homeowner is being lazy. There's good reason for keeping the grass a little bit longer right now. It's called No Mow May. And joining us tonight with more insight on that from the MSU Extension Office is Dr. James DeDecker. Thanks for coming in, James.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So first, tell us, what are the origins of No Mow May? How did this concept even get started?
So No Mow May actually started in the UK as an effort to protect pollinators. And it's been adopted by several communities across the United States, including many here in Michigan.
Yeah. What are the benefits or the supposed benefits of keeping the grass long for a little while?
Sure. So we have a lot of turf grass, about 40 million acres of turf grass in the United States, or 2% of our total land area. So certainly how we manage our lawns has some bearing on the ecosystem. And the idea of No Mow May is that letting that grass grow till June can support the survival and reproduction of beneficial species, pollinators for sure, but also birds, reptiles, amphibians. I just had a turtle, baby turtle crawling through my lawn the other day. So,
oh, that's so cute.
And I didn't mow him.
Good, that's what we like that. Also little baby bunnies. I have bunnies out the wazoo in my yard. They are just crawling with bunnies in my yard, I swear. So what is that ideal length, just in general, during the summer that we should be keeping our lawns, and how frequently should we be mowing it?
Yep, so in general, if you can reduce your mowing frequency to about every 2 weeks, that is found to be ideal by the research in terms of especially supporting pollinators. And then for mowing length, that 3 to 3.5 inch length is ideal, both for the health of the turf and providing more habitat for beneficial species.
Gotcha. And the big question, how can we be supporting the environment through our lawns? I know I see posts all over Facebook about, hey, change your grass to this, that, or the other, and allow for more pollinator species to come into your yard. How can we be supporting the environment in that way?
Yeah, so reducing the frequency of mowing or waiting till June to mow can be beneficial, but unfortunately some research has shown that it's not necessarily the most impactful thing that we can do. So there are some steps that we can take actually throughout the year to support a healthy ecosystem, protect pollinators and other beneficial species. We talked about mowing frequency and mowing height. That is certainly part of it. Another aspect is pesticide use in the landscape and in your turf. So if you can reduce herbicide use, that will support beneficial broadleaf plants like white clover or dandelions, for example, that provide that food resource for pollinators, but can also be habitat for other beneficial insects and species as well. And then insecticide use, a lot of people just put it on there thinking, well, maybe I'll have bugs show up. It's good to have it out there, but if you can cut that out or at least reduce or minimize the amount of insecticide you're using, that's going to benefit pollinators directly as well.
Gotcha. Are there kind of like home DIY insecticide and herbicides that you've seen be successful and that are okay to use in the garden?
Generally, we don't recommend DIY pesticides because pesticides are really specifically formulated to do a certain job, and they're also regulated very carefully by EPA. And so it's important that if people are going to use herbicides or insecticides, that they go and use a properly labeled and researched product.
Gotcha. I've seen sometimes too that like peppermint oil or something like that might help with spiders or those kinds of things. Would that be something that you wouldn't recommend? Or?
Well, so it's not that you don't want to look for alternatives, and so what I suggest is there are organic approved pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides, for example, that you can purchase from a store, they've been researched, they're properly labeled for that particular use, but maybe they're less toxic to beneficial insects, for example.
Gotcha.
So yeah, absolutely, there are alternative products out there, and looking for things that have an OMRI label as a proof for organic production would be one option.
One final question, are there things that you feel that local municipalities can do to help homeowners be environmentally conscious with their lawns? I know sometimes they'll come by and cite you if like the grass is too long. Are there things that they can be doing to help out too?
Yeah, I think, looking at building some flexibility into policies about landscape management and lawn management in particular. So maybe not being so concerned about how tall somebody's lawn is, especially this time of year, but also looking at, alternatives to turf. I think that's something that people can also do to support beneficial insects and other species, is consider reducing the amount of area of turf that you have on your property and replacing it with other types of plants, especially diverse flowering plant communities that will support pollinators. So just cutting back on grass altogether.
Yeah, less mowing that you have to do,
Exactly.
less time you spend sweating outdoors.
For sure.
And then finally, where can people go to find more information?
So MSU Extension has tons of resources on managing turf as well as all other aspects of your home landscape and garden. We have a series of what's called smart gardening resources. And actually, you mentioned the farmers market is starting. We're going to be at the farmers market for the first 3 weeks representing Extension and sharing those smart gardening resources with everybody. So come see us at the farmers market, or just look us up on the MSU Extension website.
Perfect. Well, James, thanks for sharing tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, still ahead tonight, sports is on the way. Mike Ludlam has highlights from Division III track and field regionals in Dickinson County. That is after this break.
Now that I'm out, I need something to get me up in the morning. You are a firefighter. Used to be.
Bodhi gave me a kiss. Diego's offering me a life.
She's getting married tomorrow.
Since when do you let anything get in the way of what you want?
Go get your girl, Bodhi.
Come burn with me.
The CBS season finale of Fire Country. Tonight, 9/8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
At Riverside Chrysler of Escanaba, we're rolling out the red carpet for you. Hey, that's for the guests.
Walk the red carpet to savings at Riverside Chrysler of Escanaba.
Lease a new 24 Compass Limited 4x4 for $299 a month. Get 6.9% for 72 months or $47.50 total bonus cash on a new 24 Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4.
All right, that's it. Red carpet's gotta go. Wait, you haven't seen my best move yet.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
The Upper Peninsula's home for the top WZMQ 19.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
You're watching home to CBS Mornings, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. The great weather returns for athletes in the Division III Upper Peninsula Track and Field Regional at North Dickinson High School. Greetings from Elmo on a nice sunny day at James T. Priestat Memorial Field. We start with the girls' discus. Elena Stroll of Stevenson topped the field here, 91 feet 4 inches, 4 inches farther than Carnenado's Mariska Lorela. Lorela did win the shot put. Pole vault, that's Kayla Putnam of Stevenson, 8 feet 6. She won at 9 feet 6 and was second in the 3,200. Turn to the boys' shot put. Forest Park's Kevin Giuliani, your winner here, 40 feet 8 1/4 inches. 4 1/4 inches better than North Central's Spencer Willa. Giuliani also took the discus. Boys won 10 hurdles. That's right, just 3. North Dickinson's Miles Lindholm wins 18.08 seconds. And now we turn to the girls' 100 hurdles, and they had just 4 athletes. Forest Park's Ava Fisher earns the victory, 16.76 seconds. Fisher won the 300 hurdles and was on a winning relay team. Boys 100-meter dash. This was a good race. North Central's Lane Gorzinski holds off Forest Park's Vic Giuliani to the line, 12.11 seconds. Gorzinski also won the 200 and a winning relay. On the girls' side, in blue on the right, that is Norway's Lauren Adams, edging Cardinato's Samantha Ketched, 13.52. Adams also won the 200 and 400. Ketched won the long jump and was a winner of a $1,000 scholarship from the Upper Peninsula Sports Hall of Fame. Say hi to Kanan Kuntzi of Stevenson, just holding off Forest Park's Joey Mainville, 5 minutes, 6.7 seconds. And Faith Kappert of Stevenson would win the girls' 1600 just by a little bit over Vienna Price of Forest Park. Quickly to the scores. Boys winner, Forest Park, North Dickinson second, followed by North Central. On the girls' side, it was Stevenson by 10.5 points over North Dickinson, with Kearney Nato in third. A former Upper Peninsula high jump champion has qualified for the NCAA East Regional next week in Lexington, Kentucky. Brady Schultz of Michigan State finished 9th at the Big Ten Championships at Ann Arbor last weekend with a personal record of 6 feet 11 inches. Each athlete earns an entry by posting an East Region Top 48 mark in their respective events during the outdoor season. Schultz was 36th. He holds the Upper Peninsula Division I high jump record at 6 feet 8 inches. Schultz was the UP champ in 2021 and 2022. Keep it here. There's craziness today when it happens to be with Scotty Scheffler. He did shoot a 5 under par 66, is tied for third place, but CBS Evening News will have more on what happened before that. Sarah?
All right, Mike, thank you very much. The Upper Goddess is on the hunt for somewhat of a delicacy found in the North Woods. Lori shares her adventures searching for morels.
Looking for mushrooms. Look at these two. How cute is that? They were under a pine branch. I've found about 10 so far. And I notice, like, in places where I find them, there's leaves, ferns sometimes. I don't think you necessarily find them in a certain spot. I don't know what makes them grow the way they grow, but they are delicious. And I came across 2 little field mice that were curled up. It scared me because I saw fur and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? Never seen anything like that before. But I have my mushroom eyes on. And when I see some more, I love you, mushrooms. But you're coming home with me and getting put in a frying pan. The mighty beaver has been busy also. Isn't that amazing how they can cut down a tree that big? Just trying to survive. Trying to live the best life they can live. I also come across, I think this is a nighthawk. They must be mating because they're hollering back and forth at each other. Cool, hey? So here's the mushrooms I found, Dean. So all you do, put them in a pan with some butter, some salt, and you keep smiling.
We have a pretty quiet evening ahead for the most part, but we'll have some possible storms moving into the region. Air has the outlook on the way next.
Not being able to see up close can be frustrating. Introducing Eye Candy, the sweet new way to see everything bigger, brighter, and better than ever before. This lightweight, easy-to-hold magnifier utilizes an optical-grade lens that enlarges print by 300%. Yes, 300%. Embedded in Eye Candy's frame are 12 anti-glare LED lights that dramatically help increase clarity. It's a flashlight and magnifier in one. Lightweight and portable, Eye Candy is ideal for dimly lit restaurants. Read recipes, prescription bottles, or nutritional information. Order now to get your Eye Candy for only $19.99. But wait, there's breaking news. Eye Candy may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Eye Candy is shutting down and stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 Eye Candies per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-957-0215 or visit tryEyeCandy.com. That's 1-800-957-0215. Order now.
CBS
CBS tonight.
This is what I dreamed that freedom was like.
A can't-miss night
Get out now!
of season finales.
Can you give me the coming attractions? If he sets a bomb, most of LA could be lost.
In the name of your whole life's happiness, go get your girl, Bodie.
Gonna head out the back door. I got backup out the back door. You ain't going out there.
It all begins tonight, starting 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
It's as low as household can go, period. Dining room, bedroom, living room, kitchen, it's simply the lowest prices household appliance, furniture, and mattress gallery can offer. The sales event starts this Friday, runs for 2 weeks. So the sooner you're in the door, the better the selection on floor models, display models, and discontinued items. When they're gone, so get to household starting Friday. The price tag is what you pay, and you won't believe the prices. Low, low, low as household can go. Household appliance, furniture, and mattress gallery across from the Westwood Mall.
Some decent temperatures tonight will be above freezing, 40 to 60 degrees, mostly clear skies, and those showers expected on our Saturday. Possible thunderstorms, maybe even some small hail along with breezy conditions. And it's looking like a glorious weekend, though, on our Sunday. We're expecting mostly sunny skies. Take a look here for Escanaba, a high of about 74.
That's it for now. We will see you back here at 11:10 Central.